Welcome to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you'll hear about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Now, let's join your hosts, Spivvy Williams and Terrible T-Guy.
All right, guys, welcome to Event Radio. We're at the very first event, Beach Bend Raceway Park. This place looks like a brand new venue. Everything paved, everything lettered, everything striped. Boy, this thing looks like a racetrack, guys. And I'm telling you, it looks like exactly what it is. The premier racetrack in the United States. If you're a drag racer, you have not been to Beach Bend, you're missing out. I'm telling you, this is the absolute ultimate of every racetrack that this old fat guy's ever been to. These guys know how to treat you. They know how to keep your stuff looking nice. There is very, very little grass in this place, but there is enough paving to pave I-65. There is plenty of parking. There is, no matter what kind of rig you have, from a tractor trailer on down, you don't have to worry about parking off in the mud or the weeds or anything like that. They have plenty of parking. They have actually room for probably about 800 race cars, and today they have got a slew of them here for the first 10-tuck bracket race of the year. There are three $10,000 days up for grabs, and there are some of the best racers in this United States here to get part of that cash. It's amazing how many cars you see, and it's only Friday of this event. But they are absolutely packed. This place is gorgeous. It has never looked better than it looks right now. Dallas Jones and family have set down their satchel, and they show you that they are completely supportive of the racers. They believe in you like you believe in them. And, guys, trust me, this is a stellar racetrack. It is a great family racetrack. And guys, it is just absolutely awesome here. We're going to do the best we can to bring you a good show from here today. There are going to be probably 20-some multi-day events this year, and Event Radio will be at all of them to bring you the highlights of what's going on. You can look for a little bit later, thanks to our good buddies at Quick Fuel in Holly, for making it where now we're going to get to do a little video for you. So you're going to get to see exactly what we see and hear what we hear. And it's going to be almost like being here, but not quite. You've got to come on out, and you've got to come to one of these events. You've got it. If it's anywhere close to you, within 200 or 300 miles, and you don't make it to a Beach Bend drag race event, something is wrong with you, my friend. These are the best in the United States. It's centrally located, same drive from Chicago to Atlanta, and guys, all points in between. Come on, have some fun, and you'll just see us. Stop us on the golf cart anytime you like. We'll be more than happy to talk to you, to personally welcome you to Beach Bend, and we hope you have half as much fun as we do. Thank you again to our sponsors. We're going to be playing them all day long, and we can't say enough of them. The great guys at Holly, the great guys at Quick Fuel Technologies, the absolute best drag race sponsor on the planet, and, of course, GearheadGazette.com, where you find everything cool in the world of cars. Guys, we were going to have a blast from Beach Bend. You just sit back and get ready, because this is going to be one heck of a ride. You're on Event Radio, and we will be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back. And out of everybody that I get to talk to all year long, I have one favorite guest that I try every time I go to an event that he's here. I try to see him twice. I try to see him first to have him on the show because he's a pleasure. He's a great guy and just fun. And I always try to see him on the Sunday mornings of the event because he holds the church service. And he is my buddy, my good friend, Mr. Artie Fulcher. How are you, Artie?
I am marvelous, Beebe. I thank you for having me on with you today. And it's good to see you. And
it's hard to miss me, buddy. I am a little wide, you know. I mean, it's
you're like a wide track Pontiac.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have the signs and the flashing lights.
That's right. That used to be their slogan, you know. Yeah. Riding a wide track Pontiac.
That's it.
I don't think it made any difference being in a Nair Chevrolet.
Well, no, I don't think. But I'm working on it. Buddy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm doing. You know, I am losing a little weight.
Well, I'm proud of you.
That's because I don't know how to cook. But other than that, I'm learning.
You're in a bad situation if you don't
Dickie
know how to
Ogles
cook.
called me. Remember, we were on here last, and he called me and said, "Did you ever learn how to do that oatmeal?" I said, "Not at all." He said, "I'm not a very good teacher." I said, "Well, you were a teacher in school. It just was automotive stuff, and it wasn't cooking."
Right. Well, oatmeal has got to be done just right. You'll either turn out too soupy and you have to drink it, or turn out too dry and you make mud balls out of it.
Well, now let me tell you what really is another thing you need to learn. You need to learn, if you're doing it in the microwave, to put it in a big enough dish.
Yeah.
Because I had the worst explosion you've ever seen in your life.
Expansion.
Yeah, it sort of blew all over everything, and it made a pretty good mess, but that's okay. I pulled up next to you, Trader, and I was kidding you. You got checks in there that look like Happy Gilmore. You got them stacked in there on the walls with all these 10,000, all that stuff. You're doing pretty good, buddy.
Well, God's blessed me through the years, and I'm thankful for that. And I need to bag one here this weekend.
Well, I'm all for you. Can I go talk to anybody for you or anything and try to help you?
The only thing I know you could do is I don't know what you could do because they won't cut me any slack.
You got to do it.
You got to go out there and let that button go and run that number.
That's it, buddy.
And so
you having big people at your services? A lot of people.
Yes, sir. We're having a good church services. 2 weeks ago, I put on a race at Huntsville, Alabama, for all door cars.
My old buddy George Howard's place.
Yep, it used to be his place. Now it's T.T. Jones, the bike rider that rides them wild bikes.
Okay, it's
drag
all right.
races.
Well, Terry does.
But we had a good event, and we had great church there, man. It was awesome, and we're looking forward to doing another one there, maybe in the fall of the year, strictly for door cars, nothing else.
Okay.
And everybody had a blast, from what I can tell. Or they're real good liars, one or the other.
Well, sometimes people don't tell the truth all the time.
Well, I hope they were.
Most of them do, though, Artie. You know,
I hope they were telling the truth.
I got you.
So
you still having fun?
Oh, having fun, but I'm getting about a little slower now. It's kind of...
Well, you're just enjoying it more.
Well, I guess if you want to word it like that...
Well, you got to look at the bright side.
That's all right. You know, them old...
It just takes you a little longer to enjoy it.
That's right. It takes a little longer to get to the starting line.
Well, see, I mean, you know, as long as it doesn't take you longer to get to the finish line,
well, that's right.
The start line's not a problem.
That's right. That's right.
You know, you got to
mess around from here to there, but do it when you get out there.
Once you get out there, it's sort of important to be there first. You know?
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing I'm impressed with, change the subject just a little bit. When I rode into the Beach Bend Parkway here, man, Dallas has paved everything, striped everything, just beautifully awesome, and
it's nice, buddy.
And it's nice.
Well, he does that for the racers because he appreciates them. He appreciates them being here. And I know you got to go. I always get you when you got to go race, and that's fine. But thank you for taking a second, being on here. I know you're busy. We look forward to being with you on Sunday morning, snow or no snow, doesn't matter.
Right.
If we're back in town, I got to go out of town Saturday. But if I'm back in town Sunday, you will see my little fat butt sitting on that down there.
The only thing that hinder this church service here, if Dallas says y'all go home Saturday because Sunday's not looking too good.
Well, but
it'd have
then
to be really bad for him to say that.
Yeah, but my buddy Artie will do it from afar if he needs to. I tell you what, I value the friendship more than you know. We sort of lucked up on it, and I thank you, sir, for being such a prince of a guy. I thank you for probably increasing my faith a little bit when I really needed it, and just being a good guy.
Well, Stevie, I appreciate that. You're in our prayers, and a lot of times we all bear burdens that are hard to bear, but God has promised us He'll always give us grace sufficient for the hour. And that's what you got to lean on, first and foremost, His grace.
thank you, my friend, for being on Event Radio again. I know you got to go.
Thank you, buddy.
But we have fun. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We just brought you the direct line to the highest horsepower there is, Mr. Artie Fulcher. So we do pretty good at Event Radio. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from the very first 10-tuck race, Beach Bend Raceway, and leave it to the old fat guy to ride through the pits and find the prettiest girl here that just happens to be a racer. What is your name, ma'am?
I'm Erica Baker.
Erica, where are you from, sweetheart?
Nicholasville, Kentucky.
Well, that's just up the road.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to your dad, and we've decided that you guys may adopt me because I think this is the best-looking motorhome I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
You like
it's a
it?
really nice motorhome.
All right, now, he tells me you're the superstar racer. Do you do both the door car and the dragster?
I do not do a door car. I just do dragsters.
Just do dragsters,
Yeah.
okay. Do you like that?
I love it.
You know, one of our good sponsors is Angela from Quick Fuel.
Oh, okay.
That drives a Black Diamond car. And she has never been down a racetrack and anything else, even though Marvin's got 4 or 5 different race cars. She only drives that dragster, and she loves it. So is that – of course, I presume you like convertibles.
Yeah. Well,
See, that's normal. What kind of street car you drive?
well, right now I drive a Cadillac ATS.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I like it.
Boy, Dad, you're a brave man. That's all I can say. You're a brave guy. You're a brave guy. How long have you been racing, Sugar?
I have been racing for 16 years since I was
So you
8.
went through the juniors and you went through all that. Is it true the juniors really are a good stepping stone for the big car?
Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it ingrains the kind of driver that you're going to potentially be in the long run.
Okay.
Because for me, I have learned from an early age the fundamentals of drag racing, just like a soccer player or a basketball player would as a child. For me, it's come from years of dedicating my life to the sport.
Well, and I think that's what's so cool, and especially by you girls. Not a lot of people know this, but it is a fact that a lady's reflexes are faster than a man's.
I believe it.
Oh, it's true. That's a documented fact, my dear. That's a documented thing. It was done. It was done out in California at one of the universities. I don't remember which. Kenny Burstein had it done.
Oh, okay.
And it is the truth. And I think he did it because Shirley Muldowney was giving him such a hard time about it. But I really don't know.
So.
But still, it is a fact. And you girls are just naturally deadly on a tree. Just deadly.
I think so. I just jumped in my husband's car and was 007, so
That's not
triple
too
zero
shabby.
is perfect.
All right, now, with him driving and you driving, how many wars at the dinner table go on?
It can get pretty competitive.
Does it?
Yeah.
Do you really get after him or what?
Yeah, we give each other back and forth, I think. Yeah. But
All
he's
right.
taught me everything I know, so I will give him that.
Yeah, but see, now one of these days, you're going to really spank him hard, and he's just going to get really mad, and he's going to say, well, I taught you everything I know, but I didn't teach you everything I know. You know, is that it? Is that coming or what?
Well, I think he knows that I get up for him more than I would get up for anybody else at the racetrack.
Yeah.
Because to me, he's one of the best, so I've got to be the best, too, to beat the best. So.
Well, there you go. There you go. And the thing about it, he will have to live with it forever when you do, right?
I have beat him before.
Have you?
Yep.
Did he catch it all week because of that or what?
No, I don't really give it back to him because I know.
All you got to do is just sit there and grin at him and smile. He knows it's coming.
Yeah,
He
yep.
knows it's coming. So any aspirations to stepping up later on, maybe in like an A-fuel car like Mia or anything like that?
No, not really. I mean, I guess as a child and even as a teenager, I had thought I would want to, but I really enjoy big money bracket racing like we do, and if I could do that for a living, that would be awesome.
Well, hey, there have been a lot worse things happen, Gail. I mean, it's to the point now. When it started, the big dollar races were just few and far between. They were scattered.
Right.
Now you can pretty much pick and choose, and there's a big race somewhere.
Right.
every weekend.
Yeah, every
you know?
weekend. Yeah, I mean, that's how, and I've gotten that a lot from Josh, my husband, that at first I thought you just want the fame of it all, like to
Yeah.
run the big NHRA race stuff and be in the magazines. But to me, to win a $10,000 race is worth it all. So
Yeah, well, I think you're doing great. I'm right happy to have you on Event Radio. You know, you are actually the very first Beach Bend guest of this year, of this whole year, and we're going to do 26 multi-day events out here.
Awesome.
So we're going to get to keep up with you and see how many. Now, of course, you got to win at least two of the $10,000 ones. We don't want to put any pressure on you.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know, no pressure
I'm
at all.
going to have to then.
That's right. You got 3 chances.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
got 3 10-tuck races.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, that's a lot of chances.
It is.
And I figure you'll do it.
I think I should.
I think you should too. You know, I mean, I wouldn't go ordering eBay stuff yet, but you
Yeah.
know, just it'd be worth a try. You
Yeah.
know,
It would.
advice that you would give to a young person wanting to come where you've been. What would you say?
I would say you just have to really want it. You have to want to be here. You have to want to learn, and you want to win. But definitely don't give up because you think it's hard. Because I've spent many of times not winning rounds and getting discouraged. But eventually it comes.
Are you
around.
hard on yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm probably the hardest. And
Are you harder on you than Dad's harder on you?
I'm probably harder on me than anybody's harder.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. That's what
'Cause
makes you good.
Well, and I have everybody else to look up to too, and or to counsel with about it, and I want to win just as bad as the boys want to win.
Oh well, you more, gal.
Exactly.
More. You got to spank them. That's
Yeah.
the deal.
Oh, I do.
All right, that's the deal. I'm all for you. Any sponsorship in the works? Because you can. This little show, I wasn't really playing fair with you. We get out to a lot of people.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Matter of fact, our average show has about 220,000 people that listen to it. So that's how many people you're
Just a
meeting
li-
right now.
just a little bit.
But if there's any potential sponsors that you want to talk to about here, guys, this little lady is putting you in front of. There's probably 500 race cars here, and I picked this little gal as my first guest. So the media searched her out. She didn't search us out. So if you think about it sponsorship wise, you might ought to get on board here, because you're going to see some advantages, because, you know, we're greedy old media guys, and we go for the gusto when it comes to having a good guest, and it was my pick to pick this lady. So anybody you're talking to maybe for some stuff?
Not at the moment, but I'm always open to hear any offers.
Well, you got enough. Let me tell you something. Mike Coughlin, if you're listening to this deal, she has got enough Jeg stuff on that if you don't send her something, you're a sheep-killing dog. And she's got the sharpest Jegs pink fire suit jacket on that I've ever seen. I mean, she could win a fashion
I've
show.
just spent a lot of money on my credit card with Jegs lately, too, on my race cars.
Okay, well, boys, listen up and step up and take care of this little gal, because she is a good walking, talking advertisement. She not only spanks them on the racetrack, but she's a beautiful little gal to start with, so they're going to look at her no matter what. So
Thank you.
get off your and send her some stuff. It's just that simple. Lady, thank you for taking a few minutes. We waited. We wanted to see you. And we appreciate you taking a few minutes and being on Event Radio.
Well, thanks for having me.
Always our pleasure.
right.
Guys, we're at the Beach Bend 10-tuck bracket race. We're having just about too much fun, and the fun police are probably real close, so we may have to get gone and go somewhere else. But we're going to do the best we can. Thank you for joining us. You're on Event Radio. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from the very first 10-tuck race, Beach Bend Raceway, and I can't help myself. I stop and see an absolutely cool orange Corvette, and then I find out the gentleman that's the jockey of this thing is a world champion drag racer. Tell everybody who you are, my friend.
I'm Tyler Allen out of Manchester, Kentucky.
Where in the world's Manchester, buddy?
About 20 miles east of London, in between London and Hazard.
Okay, so you're over in the mountains.
Correct.
Ooh,
yes.
I tell you what, and you're a junior drag racer world champion too.
Yep. in 2010.
2000 what?
10.
2010. So what'd you do the other 3 years? You been doing this?
No, up until 2 years ago, I run the juniors and done decent. Didn't do really no good. I've won one track championship around home, and then last year I run the Corvette all year, just kind of getting used to it.
How big a transition is it to go from the junior into something as fast as that thing is?
It's quite a bit getting used to it, trying to learn the ropes more than kind of getting experience is a big part of it.
First time you hit the throttle, did it scare you?
No, not too bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you run it all the way through, or did you get out of it a little
No,
bit?
I let out.
Okay, well, that's normal. I mean, buddy, you're not doing anything that everybody out here hasn't done.
Right.
And that's the reason I'm asking you what I'm asking you, because I know the answers. And I guarantee you, everybody in every car here, the first pass they made, they did not hold her to the wood all the way through there. I don't care who they are.
Correct. I started out foot braking and then worked my way up to trans braking a little bit. And finally, after about 4 or 5 runs, I finally made a full pass.
There you go. How quick is the car, bud?
Last year it was running 560s, and we put a bigger motor. It's running 5.0s.
That's quick. That's a good ride.
Yep,
I don't care what you are.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. That's a good ride.
Yeah.
The Corvette is always a favorite, and it's a favorite here because every Corvette in the world comes from here, you know?
Yes.
And I always kid guys that race them that I think it's cool because most of the guys that's got Corvettes, they wax them is all they do. They don't race them. And I like seeing one used for what it was designed to do. Are we in the way? We'll move. We can do that. We can drive and do this.
Okay.
You know, we don't want to. Is he with you? Is he with you?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. We might
Yeah.
talk to him, too, because he's got a Holly sticker, and Holly's one of our sponsors, too. How about that?
Yep.
You know, I think that's pretty cool. Plus, hey, how come you don't have a convertible? What is this deal? Young guy like you, pretty girls around everywhere, you ought to have a topless car.
Yep, that would work with it.
Can you not get that done?
No, gonna try to keep the top on this.
Oh, well, that one, you know, I see with where you are, you got to have the top. But now you might make a pass or two there, you think?
Yeah, might.
Have you?
No,
You think he'll let you?
I doubt it.
Yeah, do you doubt it? Well, he might. You never know.
Yeah.
So you're having fun, huh?
Oh, yeah. Having a ball. Enjoying this beautiful weather today.
Oh, man, is it nice? Well, what about all this nice paving here, huh?
It is awesome, man. They really have stepped up the game here at Beach Bend.
Well, Beach Bend has always been the premier track of all of them. And you're just getting to – you hadn't been here quite as many years as I have, but I've seen it evolve into some really cool stuff, and it's never been better than it is right now.
Now, Dallas Jones has really done a fantastic
Dallas
job.
Jones is the man. Are you going to – how many events will you run here this time?
We'll usually run the Sports Nationals, the Hot Rod Reunion. Good Guys, I think, is coming back in October.
Yep.
And then the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series here.
Okay, cool. And you're going to run the 10 tucks, all of them? Or
It just depends on how the schedule
well,
goes.
how many of them $10,000 checks you get, see?
Yeah.
You're going to be like Happy Gilmore, you're going to stack them in the trailer?
Yeah, gonna start at the bottom.
There you go, buddy. Well, listen, thank you so much for being on Event Radio. And we're liable to, one of these other events, liable to stop and see you again.
Oh, yeah.
And check your progress and see how you've been doing and stuff. But you can check us out on eventradiolive.com. And we're on there, and you can play it for all your friends and all these girlfriends you got. I'm sure you got a dozen of them.
Yeah, not too many.
Not many?
No.
Is it hard to have the girlfriend and the hot rod, too?
Yeah.
Do they understand or not?
No, not really.
They don't understand? Which ones you pick?
Car.
Okay, all right. I understand. I understand that program exactly. Tyler, my friend, thank you so much for being on Event Radio. You're an excellent young man. You're a credit to the sport, and we appreciate you taking our time.
Thank you, and I really appreciate it.
Hey, buddy, you're the man. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We are at the 10-Tuck Race, Beach Bend Raceway. This place is absolutely awesome. If you have never been here, you need to come because you are losing out. You're on Event Radio. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back, and We stop and, boy, I mean, there's a yellow dragster here that'll just knock your eye out. And it has Hawkins Speed Shop, www.hawkinsspeedshop.com. And the jockey of this thing is a young man by the name of Jordan Ray. I'll get it right. Hell, I can't even read. But he's the head man of this deal. And the best of my memory is this car got a supercharger on it.
Yes, sir. Whipple, a little 2.4 liter.
I thought so. Well, where are you from, buddy?
Richmond, Indiana.
Richmond. That's not too far, is it?
About 5 hours.
Oh, well, that's cool. And it's got zoomy headers. I mean, boy, you got it going on, my friend.
It's about as simple as it can get for a little supercharger.
Well, you know, is it spun really hard or just?
It makes about 10, 12 pounds of boost.
So you're not overdriving it very hard?
No, it's seen 460s before, so it moves for a little small block.
Oh, buddy, that's good. That's good. Do you run a lot of these kind of things?
Yeah, quite a few.
Quite
a few.
Have you cashed a $10,000 check yet?
I have yet to do that.
Well, maybe today's the day. So the Speed Shop full-blown sponsor, or do you guys own it, or what?
Yes, sir. I am a fourth generation at Hawkins Speed Shop. My grandfather, Jim Ray, he passed away about 3 years ago now, and I ended up taking over in his stead.
Well, that's okay. That's bad for the circumstances, but good for the business.
Yep.
I just did a show 3 weeks ago at Honest Charlie in Chattanooga, and that's one of the oldest speed shops in the country. You know, and
I've heard of that before.
Yeah, Honest Charlie's a pretty cool place. If you ever go to Chattanooga, stop and go through that. It's neat. So you run a lot of races, buddy? Or
we're out every weekend, hard at it.
Are you? Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Mm-hmm. Do you build cars or just sell parts, or what do you do?
Chassis fabrication from the ground up, engine building, full part sales. Anything you find on mail order, you'll find it with us.
Boy, gosh, you do the whole thing. Did you build this car?
Yes, we did.
Hey, that's cool. Wing and all, huh?
Yeah, not the wing.
Mike Boss wing.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that where it came from?
I got that wing off another bracket racer.
It looks like a Mike Boss piece. He is the the cat daddy of the single upright wing, you know, and he builds some really nice cars too. So, this is cool. This is neat.
I appreciate it, buddy.
So if they want to get a hold of you, just go on the website. Is that what they do?
HawkinsSpeedShop.com.
Okay, and you'll just take care of them, send them whatever they need in the whole 9 yards, huh?
Yes, sir. We sure will.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, buddy. Nothing wrong. And to make a supercharged car work like that with a single carburetor on it, you guys got it going on. That's pretty good.
There was a lot of time and effort that went into it, but
yeah, there is, because that's not something you buy off the shelf.
No, you won't. It makes about 1,000 horse for it to go 460, so it's pretty competitive.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat, guys. Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to be on Event Radio, and
talk to me.
Well, we try to search out the unusual stuff, and we're old race car guys, so we know a little bit about what we're looking at, and that's just flat cool. Now, there's no doubt about it.
It sounds good for a small block of
I
that.
bet it does, and probably sounds even better in a good pass with it just they're zinging, right?
We'll be up in an hour.
Yeah, well, the small block cars sort of have their own little scream. And what kind of RPMs that thing run?
We only turned 7,000 in the eighth.
Well, you'll wear that out before you ever tear it up. Really, you will.
Yes, sir. Yep.
You really will. Listen, my friend, thank you, Jordan, for being on Event Radio. It's been our pleasure to have you, and we wish you all the luck in the world. Hope you cash one. I hope you line the inside of that trailer like Happy Gilmore with all them big checks. How about that?
That's the goal. That is
all
the goal.
right, buddy. Thank you for being on Event Radio. Guys, we're at Beach Bend Raceway. We're having just too much fun. The Fun Police are probably close to us, and I really like this car because it has one of the Quick Fuel stickers on it, and that's one of our sponsors, and we really like those guys. You're on Event Radio, and we'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we're back from the 10 Tuck race, the very first race at Beach Bend. And I come down through here, and I'm going to flip a picture behind it. A young man that Dad's putting him in the race car, and I mean eating it up. And I couldn't help it. I had to pull up and talk to Mom. What is your name, ma'am?
Tanya.
Tanya, where are you from, gal?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. You know, has there ever been go through Atlanta and there not been any road construction?
Always.
Is it constant?
Always.
Oh, every time I've been going through there since I was a little guy, and that's a long time because I'm an old guy. but I have never been through there that they were working on a road somewhere. So, do you guys drag race a lot?
Almost every weekend.
Do you?
Yep.
So, is Mom supportive of that, or?
Yep.
Very much.
Even pregnant.
Really? So we're going to have another team member.
Yep.
Cool.
A girl.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, you guys have figured out that the girls are doing so good. That's what it is. You know, the girls are winning all the races. I don't know if you watched, I think it was Phoenix, an all-female Top Fuel final in Phoenix. Nice. And so it's the girls are really taking a hold of this sport. How about the little guys? Do you like this?
He loves it.
Does he?
He cries when he has to get out of the race car.
Well, does Dad cry when he has to get out of it, too?
Yes.
Does he really?
Yeah.
So you guys been doing this a long time, really?
Mm-hmm.
Have you really?
Yep.
Raising the family in it, doing the whole bit. And I'm going to tell you, I've done this a long, long time, and this is the best family venue that there is. The kids that are raised around this, you're a very smart lady, because the kids that are raised around this have more respect, more manners than anything out there. And I think you're cool to do that, to bring the family.
I agree.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Until you've done it, you just don't understand.
I agree.
What's your favorite part of it?
Winning.
Well, imagine that. Deposit slips, and winning. But it's got to be with the friends and stuff too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Is it?
It's always nice.
Well, you meet people that you haven't seen in a long time, and they're just as good a buddy as they've always been.
Well, everyone's family, and it brings the family together.
So is there more family other than the what's coming and the little guy?
Yep, we have his dad, who also races, who is Don Brown.
Okay.
He's junior. So they've been doing it forever.
Oh, so it's father and son.
Mm-hmm. And
now,
usually they come with us in the motorhome.
And now grandson.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I mean, you guys got it going on. I think that is so cool.
Yep.
Do you run pretty much just the big bracket stuff, or?
No, we do little stuff too.
Do you?
Yeah, but we don't travel as far for the smaller things.
I got you.
Yeah.
Beach Bend's a pretty nice racetrack, huh?
Awesome. My first time here.
Oh, today?
Yeah, but he's been here, but it's my first time here because last time I was pregnant with her.
Is this the thing going, girl? I mean, is that what? Do we come to the racetrack and wind up having a baby? Is that it, or what?
Just go ahead and knocking them out.
Yeah, okay, that's good. This is probably as nice a racetrack as you will ever go to.
It's beautiful.
In the summertime, the little guys, as they get older, will have a blast here because you can take them to the park and all of the amusement park rides and all that stuff. And believe it or not, I'm an old guy, but that went on when I was a kid. When we came here as kids, I used to race go-karts here when I was 8 years old. And we would come back with my partner's dad, and we would go to the park. We didn't care about going to the drag races, you know. We would go to the park and stuff. And they raced stock cars, too. They raced drags during the day, stock car races at night. And the park was always there, and that's where we went. And we had a big time. So you got that to look forward to. Mm-hmm. So you got to come back up here now.
Definitely.
But now don't have a kid each time you come.
Oh, I'm done after this one.
Oh, you figured out what caused it?
2 and done.
2 and done.
Yep.
Well, lady, I'm telling you, thank you so much. You're a very attractive, nice lady.
Aww,
and thank you for taking the time to be on Event Radio. You and your little guy is just precious being in that car. Dad's turning the bolts, and he's helping turn them.
That's right.
You know, and I think that is so cool that that it's such a family thing, and you're taking a part of it. And a lot of the ladies, they sort of stand away, and you jump in there with both feet, and I think that's great.
Well, thank you.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're having just too much fun at the very first 10-tuck race of the year, Beach Bend Raceway. You're on Event Radio. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from, I think, one of the coolest cars I've run into the whole day here.
Don't lie to them.
No, really. I mean, the pink taco, where in the world is coming that? And plus the chauffeur's name.
Yeah.
Disco
Dean. Yes.
Now, where in the world did Disco Dean come from, my friend? I know you used to do this stuff.
It's a long story. How it starts out, pretty much is I used to do lowrider cars.
Cool.
And I won the world championship for hydraulics.
Really?
And I won it 3 years in a row, and the guy that owned Lowrider Magazine would call me Disco because I danced my car, so Disco and dancing. Well, my dad has been drag racing since before I was born, and they always gave him the name Disco because he actually danced in like high school and junior high.
Really?
Yeah. So it kind of
the white suit and the whole deal. Really?
Yeah, I got pictures of him in black and white where he's just ripping the floor to shreds.
Hey, buddy, how about that? Is that cool or what?
So it kind of worked out. So a double play. So we can say Disco 2. On the side.
That's great.
Disco squared.
That's cool.
Yep.
So you did some radio for a while, huh?
Yes, I did. Well, we rapped. We had a rap group for 7-8 years, and we went out to California to get signed, and the deal fell through. Then we went to get signed with Bad Boy, and that's when Puffy knocked the dude out with the champagne bottle. So we went back up there, and there was police line, and we never got back with them. They never got back with us. So then the whole group just
that's all right. Drag racing is more fun anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah, drag racing is a lot more fun.
Absolutely.
So how quick is this beast? If 445 is the number, is that right?
With my fat ass in it, it goes 445. With Left Foot Lampton, he runs low 30s all the time. And
wow, buddy!
He clowns me. But
hey, that's a quick ride, my friend.
It's decent. We built it. It's a 540 with a profiler, basically box shelf stuff. Wiseco pistons, blower shop blower, KB carbs. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just normal stuff. Just my fuel tune-up and stuff like that on it. Billet fuel pump, and I built it in. The first day out was July of 2014, and from then until last year at the Winter Shares, I put 523 runs on it, and never pulled the pan and never had a problem with it.
Well, buddy, I tell you what, drag racing, it's cool when you wear them out and don't just break them every lap.
Well, I got to thank Matt from PEM Engines because he's the guy that built it and made it.
There you go. Sounds like he knows what he's doing, huh?
Absolutely, yes, he does.
Got a bunch of sponsors on the car.
Yes.
I see that. Tell me about those.
You got to have help. Marco Bruise Me.
Bruise me. Yeah. Whoa. That sounded a little bad.
Marco Abruzzi gives me trans and converters, best stuff on the market. I got to thank Tommy Kundrick for Mickey Thompson gives me tires. Carson Bloom, KB carburetors. Profiler, Michael Green. The Blower Shop, Ron and John at the Blower Shop. I got JR1 Racing Oil. If you want to go 520 laps and not do anything besides adjust your valves and drain the oil, you got to put some JR1 oil in it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Brent Jones makes this stuff. He's out of Indiana, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
Is it like an old time Slick 50 type deal?
It's a new age.
Yeah, but principle wise. Yeah.
The stuff he put in it, like some secret concoction, like Paula Deen cooks, but you can't tell everybody.
Jack Daniels in the front.
He probably spits in it, whatever else.
Yeah, that's all right. As long as it works, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Dunkin' Oil, rewarder headers. Dunkin' Oil gives my fuel, and Lindsay Racing Products. Chris, if you're listening to this, man, you got to get on them front wheels, man. These people are waiting.
Chris, buddy, I don't know, but we came through the pits here with probably 450 cars, and we picked this gentleman out, and this little show was going in front of about 220,000 people. That if you had to pay for this, I don't know what the front wheels cost, but that's dirt cheap. You need to get this man handled. That's all I can tell you.
I tell you what, he's working hard on it. I give him credit. He's working hard on it. Well, I also, not to leave anybody out, but it wouldn't go down the track without Dan from Diamond Race Cars making the absolute best dragster on the market, in my opinion.
Well, it's cool looking, my friend.
Well,
I mean, it really is, and a lot of people, they base a dragster's looks from 3 feet instead of 30 feet.
Yes.
And the 30 feet's where you need to look, and your car just jumps out at you, and it's just cool. It's just flat cool. And it did me, and I look at all of them. So I wanted to stop and at least say hi to you on Event Radio and have you on here. And thank you for having such a cool hot rod.
Well, you're welcome. We have to thank Jim Boitnott for the paint, because I told him that I have a carbon fiber dragster body, and he goes, well, why on earth would you want to paint it? I said, because nobody does.
No,
so I want
right.
the carbon underneath and the paint on the top.
Yeah, why not?
So he went wild with it. I told him pink and black and whatever, and he made
my
it
kind of guy, because nobody does. That's right. What I really like.
There's Left Foot Lampton right there. That's the guy that makes it go 433 anytime he hops in. Just like that.
Now, what's the deal? Do you cuss him for that or what?
No, I praise him.
Oh, do you?
He's taught me a lot over the years. He's a good guy.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, listen, my friend, I'm going to cut you loose. You can't keep a celebrity tied up too long. I understand
Absolutely. Man, there's so many signatures. My Sharpie's out of pink.
We got to do something there. Hey, I'm telling you, when they hear this show, there's going to be even a bigger line.
That's good.
Thank you, my friend, for being on Event Radio. Well, I appreciate it. I'm sorry we had to disturb you, but I'm glad we did.
No, anytime. Phil, come by anytime you want to talk. Grab the mic, and I'll do whatever you need me to do.
Hey, bud, you're a prince.
Thank you for coming by.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're having just too much fun. The fun police are probably close, so it's time for us to move on.
Pull over.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to get out of here, but we will join you again real quick. You're on Event Radio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Beat it.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from the first 10-tuck race, Beach Bend Raceway. And out of every car here, I have to stop and see my favorite car in the place. I absolutely love the 27 T Roadsters. Always have, always will. And this one is drop dead gorgeous. What is your name, sir?
Bill Stamps.
Where are you from, sir?
Tipton, Indiana.
That's not far, is it?
No, 300 miles.
Well, that's far. It's not far if you say it fast.
Yeah, that's what you
if you say it fast and don't pay any attention to how long you're riding.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I was born and raised in Scottsville.
Were you?
Yeah.
So what happened? Why did you move?
My parents moved when I was a kid, so.
You thought you better follow them?
Yeah, I had to.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, Scottsville's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
They still got the best catfish in the world. Place called
they
Harper's
do.
Catfish.
Yeah, they do. We've got to go tomorrow night.
You going to Harper's?
That little girl sitting over there says she's going.
Hey, she's a woman after my own heart. I love Harper's Catfish.
She's the one that got me back in this racing.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Usually the women don't do that.
Well, now she's my daughter.
Oh, I see.
When I took her when she was 11 years old, she got hooked, and we've been doing it ever since.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that at all, sir. Do you like the Roadster?
I love it. I've got a 70 Camaro, and I bought that car last year. It's a winning car, and it's kind of like riding a motorcycle down the track.
Is it really?
You got wind in your face, and
yeah, well, that's fun.
Yep, it is.
I got 2 motorcycles. I don't have a chance to ride them either, so it doesn't make any difference. But I've always been a fan of those cars. I think they're absolutely cool, and if I were going to have another race car, that's what I'd have. There's no doubt about it.
I tell you, I really enjoy it. It's fun.
How quick is it? 567, is that the number?
Yeah,
that's a good ride.
We've slowed it down a little this weekend, so car will normally run about a 540. So.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, 67 is good enough to win everything.
Well, it don't matter how fast you get
no,
there. Well, you get that little green light on there.
You just got to do it all the time. See?
Yeah.
Do you like bracket racing? Honestly, you can be straight up with me because I'm an old funny car guy now.
I like it, but I'll run super gas with that car. I love running super gas. And then my other car, actually that car there too, I run Indy RL, which is the style of drag racing.
Yeah, I know it well. You know, Dave Mullen's a buddy of mine.
Yeah, we run heads up. I like the heads up racing.
Well, I knew I liked something about you.
Yep.
You know, I come from the old school.
Yep.
To where it sort of made a difference on the first guy that got there was the winner, you know, back then, and I guess it's because I'm not smart enough to understand all this stuff.
Well, that's the big thing of this car here. It's got so much crap on it that my daughter runs a computer on it, and
so she says, "Dad, just hold the throttle and do this."
Yeah, she telling me the whole time, just keep my foot on the floor.
Okay, and I'll handle it from here. Just don't red light and just point it down there, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's what she tells me.
Okay, is it drive easy?
Yeah, it's like today. The car is just straight down the track, just as smooth as you want to get.
Really?
Yep.
Is it that way all the time, or is it
evil
sometimes?
No, it's evil sometimes.
Well, that's part of it.
I was down here last year for the Good Guys show, and the car wanted to move around with me on the big end. Of course, we was running a quarter mile then too. And it's running 155 mile an hour. It wanted to dance with me a little bit.
Well, it's just trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
You know, to say, hey, I'm
Makes me
here.
feel like I'm light down on the big.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. It says it sort of gets you to step up on the wheel a little bit. And
yeah,
say,
you want to get up on the wheel a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, I tell you what, Beach Bend is no doubt the best racetrack probably that this old fat guy's been to. I don't know about you, but
I tell you, I've been all over, and I like this one better than any of them.
I do too, and we ran them all back when I did this, and Beach Bend has always been the class of the field. I mean, it's just, man, I like it, and you look at the improvements he's made, all this pavement, all this stuff. How do you not like it?
And the thing about the track's normally there. I mean,
they work on it.
Yeah. Now I run Indy a lot. I've run the Nationals several times, but I still enjoy this place right here.
I don't blame you. I'm right there with you. We when I ran my old funny car, we ran a lot of racetracks. We ran a lot of IHRA stuff down south. And
did you?
It makes you appreciate this really quick. It and not to say anything negative about their stuff. They took care of it too, but man, it's just, this is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
I was kidding him coming in here today. I said, all them tubes up there that go with that new water park expansion? He said, yeah. I said, I think I'm going to drive the golf cart through one of them. He said, yeah, I hope you do.
I heard that.
$4 million worth of water park stuff. And one crazed man on a golf cart going to tear it up.
Yeah. I tell you, we've been coming down here ever since the Hot Rod Reunion started. And every time we come down, my daughter says, I'm going to go do the water park.
Yeah.
And we have yet to do it.
Well, it's a little breezy today to do that, I think. I don't believe they got it open yet.
It seems like when we come down here, we get busy racing, and that's what we got to do. I enjoy it.
You wait about July or August, you'll find time.
Oh, yeah,
you'll find time to go up there with all that heat.
I don't know. Even when I'm racing in July and August, it's tough to do it. I mean, it's just all.
Yeah, I know.
I like getting around on a golf cart and go talk to the racers and see everybody. And
shoot, I'll just come get you, and I'll turn this over to you, and you can do what I do.
Oh.
And I'll sit here and look at your Roadster.
Yeah, I might get some stories you might not want to hear, though.
Well, that'd be all right. They probably heard something from me they don't want to hear.
Oh, yeah, let's heard that.
It's just having fun. Okay. Listen, my friend, thank you for taking a few minutes to be on here. I had to twist your arm to get you to do it, but it's usually a fun deal, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good to talk to an old fat man.
That's right. Hey, you can't beat it, buddy. Of course, now your daughter's so pretty, I'd rather be talking to her. I'll tell you that up front. But and I don't want to hide nothing from you, but but no, I'm just playing. Yeah. I appreciate you taking the time to be on Event Radio. We have a lot of fun with this thing, and we get to meet a lot of new friends, and now we met you. And we will for sure keep an eye on the Roadster. As I said, and I wasn't pulling any strings. That's my favorite car here.
All right, thank you.
And it's cool. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're having just too much fun. Beach Bend Raceway at the very first 10-tuck bracket race of 2016, I guess it is. Wow. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
Well, guys, the first 10-tuck show has come to an end, unfortunately. We've had some really cool people on here, everybody from the Disco King to the young guns that are really they're putting bracket racing on its game, because the young people are starting to this so early. They're graduating from the junior dragster classes, and they're getting into the big cars that mom and dad had, and they know how to handle them, and they get there and drive them, and they do such a good job. And at Beach Bend, there is nothing any better than Beach Bend Park, Beach Bend Raceway, and Beach Bend Splash Lagoon, especially the raceway, to learn how to drive a race car. It's wide, it's big, it's well done. The track is always on, no matter what. And this is the place to actually come and do this. And it shows so many of the young racers that have started out their careers and done so well, from Mia Tedesco to Jared Dreer to a lot of the kids that started out in the juniors, and they cut their teeth on those cars, and then they moved on up, and boy, they've turned into the actual professional racers that they are. And man, how cool is it for my side of the table to, if you're an old guy, not much is really cool, but that is cool when you watch them go from little kids into seasoned adults and becoming the threats at the racetrack that they are, and they have turned into the true professionals. I think that is such a neat deal. and it just shows drag racing. And the lady that just about every time she's come to Beach Bend, she's come pregnant. I said, you don't really need to attend too many races, But she said, man, this is great. And the little guy in the car, pictures of that. There are just so many cool stories always at the racetrack, and we at Event Radio want to constantly bring them to you. And we plan on bringing every one of the big events from Beach Bend to you all summer long, and we certainly hope you enjoy them half as much as we enjoyed doing them. As always, we never end a show without thanking our sponsors. They are the most wonderful people in our world next to you, the listeners, because they make it all possible for this. The great guys, Beach Bend Park, Beach Bend Raceway, Beach Bend Splash Lagoon, most fun place you can come to have fun all summer long. What do you say about the guys from Quick Fuel Technologies? They are the absolute best there is in the world at their game. They provide the best race carburetors in the world, the best street carburetors in the world, and now they have mastered the fuel injection game, and Quick Fuel has it going on. Those guys are the class of the field. If you are a racer and you have a Quick Fuel carburetor on your car and you have a little hiccup, if you come to a race, one of the Quick Fuel guys is here, trust me, they will stop what they're doing and they will take care of you. That's just the way they are, and that's just how they take care of business, and we are honored to have them on our team. The great guys at Holley Performance, if you can't find a part for your hot rod at Holley, you're missing it, guys. They just acquired MSD Ignition and a bunch more companies, and they're the class of the field. They're doing everything that's cool, from hooker headers to Earl's Plumbing to the list goes on and on and on. So pick up the deal, get on the computer, go to Holley.com, or call some of their qualified staff, phone people, and talk to them, and they will fix you up. Because remember, guys, if you can't find a part for your hot rod at Holley, you don't have a hot rod. Last but not least, the absolute coolest car guy site on the internet, GearheadGazette.com. It makes no difference what kind of an event you want to go to. If you go to GearheadGazette.com, Jimmy B and all the guys will tell you who, what, when, and where of everything that's going on at the events that will be going all summer long. So just keep that, go to that, and you will have a blast, just like we do, just like T and I do at Event Radio, going to all these cool things. We're going to bring you a lot of stuff. We're going to do some fundraiser car shows. We're going to do a bunch of events from Beach Bend. We're going to do some motorcycle stuff. There's just no telling what we'll be up to. But we certainly hope you tune us in, you listen to what we got going on, and we hope we actually get to entertain you for a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining us on Event Radio. Just remember what we always say. If you have enjoyed what you have heard, please tell a friend. If not, you keep that to yourself. We really don't need everybody knowing that. Guys, thank you so much for being on Event Radio with us, and we will talk again.
You've been listening to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you heard about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Join us next time with your hosts, Spivey Williams and Terrible T Guy.